Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I upload DIYs and interior design content. My name is Ashley.
And I'm Johanna.
And this is Interior.break. To upgrade your rental episode 3. This episode basically we're going to be tackling our kitchen. We truly did not like the kitchen when moving in here. We're going to be showing you guys a couple of ways how we're gonna enhance our kitchen, obviously rental friendly.
How to do like a rental friendly way of putting on a backsplash.
Yeah, because we did not want like peel or stick. We did not want wallpaper. We wanted something a little bit more real. We knew we were gonna be here for a while. It's actually cheaper to put on real tiles as your backsplash than peel and stick. So keep watching to see how we do this.
Yeah, it's going. So the first thing that we had changed out was actually the handles. These handles must be from like 1970, 1980. They're that very like vintagey looking.
With like scrolls on it.
Yeah. I think they could have been upcycled, but since we're renting, we had to put them back on after. So we just went and bought like a big pack of handles and spray painted them to the color that we wanted and changed them out. Yeah.
Do you want to explain a little quick what you're doing over here?
Yeah, so we're putting hardboard up and we're gonna find the studs and screw it into the wall so that Ashley can just take her tiles and put it on there, and then when we're ready to move out, we just have to chip the grout out of the tile, take the tile off, and then the hardboard should just come out. It's either going to be the biggest flop or the biggest invention. So
yeah,
you're going to find out.
Alright, so we were looking all over online how to basically put tiles on that will be like rental friendly, but we couldn't find it. So we're hoping basically the same method we use for the bathroom tiles. We're hoping that this basically method can work, but instead of using foam board, we're going to basically use hardboard because it can handle a little bit more weight than the foam can.
Just our scrap hardboard that we've been painting on.
Yeah, listen, we're trying to save coins wherever we can save money because
that's what it's all about.
So we're hoping it works. This is not a guarantee that it's gonna work. It might be a total flop, or like she said, it might be a great invention.
We put the hardboard on, or MDF board on, and one thing that I would take away from what I did if I was going to do it again is to make sure that it fits perfectly in space so that there's no like bends in the hardboard, because the tile will not bend to the hardboard. It's a tile, so you gotta have the MDF board or the hardboard on flat so that the tile can be on flat as well.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because there was like 1 or 2 spots that the MDF board kind of came out a bit, and the tiles do not sit flat.
Okay, so normally the next step would be to put on the tiles, but because I'm trying to put contact paper on the countertop, I'm going to put on the contact paper first in order to have a cleaner and neater look when the contact paper is on there, and it's going to be easier to seal. Basically just went with a marble look. We filmed this like probably 2 months ago, and we are in the process of changing it because I think I want to go with a darker look on my countertops because the marble's not cutting it, especially since we cook with a lot of curry and turmeric. So I need something a little bit darker.
When people come into our house, they're actually like shocked that it's contact paper.
Yeah.
Unless they're looking close.
Yeah. Make sure to seal your contact paper when you're doing it in your bathroom sinks or your kitchen sinks. You want to make sure that there's no water going underneath. It can create mold. It can be very disgusting when you're ready to take it off. So please seal it. Alright, so next for the tile. So this is the fun part. Now you can actually skip on this step if you buy the tiles that you want, but we were looking for dark gray,
like a graphite,
yeah, type of tiles. Yeah, but we wanted it subway tiles, or we were gonna do it like the modern way where we stack them one on top of the other. We were like going back and forth which way we wanted to do it, but in the stores there weren't no graphite type of subway tiles. So we are going to create our own tiles, give ourselves more work. Once again, you can skip out of this step if you see the tiles you like at Home Depot, Lowe's, your local hardware store, I don't know. But we just went the more difficult way because we were a little bit more specific.
But you will need to cut your tiles to go around the outlets and to fit right into the corners and at the ends and stuff like that. So.
That's facts.
But what we did was buy like a 2 foot by 1 foot tile and just cut them all to the same subway tile.
Yeah, which you're gonna see inside of the clips. This took us a really long time and super messy. So
lots of water.
Yeah, I think I was really annoyed about this step. So if I were,
and you didn't even have to do any of the cutting.
I barely did any of the cutting.
But the one scene she put of the cutting, she is doing it.
I did.
We're literally just reading the instructions on the back of this Mega Light mortar box. And it says to add 0.8 liters, so 800 milliliters of water. I did 500 and now I'm doing 300. And now I have to figure out what a kilogram is.
Should we Google it?
This was our first time tiling, and so don't use this as like a how-to tile video.
At all.
At all. Lots of people, some people use lasers to make sure that it's all flat. We didn't.
No, not at all. We didn't do we didn't even know how to mix the grout properly.
It was a learning process.
Yeah, it really was. So how to put the tiles up, take this with a grain of salt. Do not follow the way that we did it because it's probably not correct.
They stayed on.
They stayed on.
We did something right.
Yeah, it worked, but there was a lot of confusion and probably a lot of back and forth and a lot of YouTubing. So
yeah, there's a lot of good YouTube videos about how to put on a tile correctly. Yeah. I think the real way to put on grout, you use like a tool to like put it on and put it in there. But honestly, I've done it twice now where I've just used my hands. You gotta ask yourself, what did they used to use before they had all these tools? The best tools there are, okay? You can't buy these at Home Depot.
once your grout is on, you're gonna go ahead, like she said, and you're gonna use the sponge. The sponge helps clean up as much as the grout residue as possible. Now, this is something that I learned while doing this grout, is that you're going to get like this white residue for a couple of days on your tile. It looks foggy. I try to like Google like how to take it off and kind of stuff. Do your research, but I just use like vinegar and water, and I probably had to clean off the tiles like 5-6 times before that like foggy white stuff came off.
But wait until the grout is dried before you get in there with vinegar and water, or your grout's just gonna get wet and come out.
So last night we finished up the grouting and then we let it dry overnight. And then this morning I noticed that there was a lot of like white stuff on top of it, like white residue, and like we kind of messed up on a couple of the areas of the grout. Basically, we noticed that we probably should have double checked how we grouted last night. Altogether, it looks pretty dope. Pretty content. The parts that I don't like, I'm just gonna cover it up with some decor. So I went ahead this morning and I added some puck lights under here. I just feel like it gives it like such a vibe, like very industrial. Okay, so now for the other side of our kitchen, we have this, you're gonna see like this blank wall. I wanted somewhere where we can put our microwave, and we needed more storage, and I was looking online and you actually found this.
Did I find it?
Yeah, it was you.
Facebook buy and sell.
How much did you pay for
It
it?
was like $50 for this cabinet with nice doors at the bottom and glass doors at the top. So
Yeah, we just went ahead and we put that in. And then because I didn't want it to look like basic IKEA furniture, you know, we gotta spruce it up. We gotta make it look a little bit more unique and poppin'. So I just went ahead off camera. The same contact paper that I use on the countertops on the kitchen cabinet. What? So went ahead and I changed the knobs. I had these knobs like in my decor collection for like 2 years, I think, and I just wanted to use it for the perfect piece, and I finally found the perfect piece to use it on. I also went ahead and I painted the back black because I thought that it would complement the black on in the dining room, and I also thought that once I added the putt lights, it was going to make the dishes look very sophisticated, which it did. It really did. Like everywhere else in the kitchen, I went ahead and I added some more putt lights. Now it's officially time to style this. So we did succeed at this. I'm so happy because thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at interior.break and follow Joanna at
Bill with Joe.
And we'll see you guys in my next video.